this is what people around the world, and especially in Asia, are talking about poultry and the threat of avian flu. In Vietnam, the number of cases of bird flu have been the highest, and we're here to see what the government is doing to ward off what people say could be a pandemic. We're here at a marketplace in Ho Chi Minh City, and a couple of days ago, the government made an announcement that everybody that has chickens must kill those chickens. So we're going to see if people have actually done that. In this marketplace, normally you would see lots of live chickens, and here this area is empty. The only vendors that are around here are people selling fruits and vegetables. So you sell vegetables here, but where did all the chickens go?
Bác bán rau đây mà sao không thấy bán gà nữa vậy bác? Sao không thấy bán gà nữa?
Gà tự vì nó đang lúc nó cấm á.
It's because the government is banned now. Nobody there to sell anymore.
Are people here scared about getting the infection, of getting bird flu?
Mấy người dân ở đây họ ăn gà họ có sợ bị lây không bác?
Có người cũng sợ chứ.
Oh yes, some people they are scared for infection.
Oh my God, there's a giant rat.
Yeah, giant rat.
So there are no more chickens here, but there are other kinds of animals, rats.
We know that there is going to be a pandemic because historically the last 300 years, with intervals of 30, 40 years, there's been pandemics. Last century we had 3 pandemics. One is due now. What we don't know is which virus strain will cause the pandemic. If it will be this current H5N1, it would be very worrisome because it's so lethal.
What are you selling here, ma'am?
Thịt heo.
It's pork.
Pork? How's business today?
Hôm nay bác bán được đắt hàng không?
Đắt.
It's good. It's a good sales day.
What about you? Are you eating chickens?
Bác có dám ăn gà không?
Hả?
Vợ dám ăn gà không?
Không.
No.
Gà đâu bận.
No more eating.
Mà có cũng ai mua được á. Bán ê lắm, không ai mua đó. Có bán cũng ai mua.
Nobody buy. Even if we sell, nobody buy.
Ta ăn ra cái cảm tưởng là chết mà không dám ăn.
When they eat chicken, they feel that they're going to get sick, so they just stop that.
So now it's good for you because you might sell more pork, right?
Yeah, bác bán heo là chắc ăn rồi bán gà.
Yeah, mấy chục năm rồi.
This strain is different from some of the other influenza A strains. It starts like an influenza, very similar, with an infection and with that you have high fever, you get a cough. But what then happens after a couple of days is that the body suddenly responds in an anti-inflammatory way, and we call it cytokine storm. And finally, your respiratory airways won't function, and that's why we see a lethal outcome of it.
As you can see, traffic is pretty wild here in Ho Chi Minh City, and you can see people wearing these face masks. It's not because they're afraid of avian flu, it's just because the pollution is really horrible in this town. The truck that just passed by was the market patrol. People regularly walk through the marketplace to make sure that they're not selling anything illegal, or in this case, selling chickens.
It's fulfilling some of the criteria that's needed for causing a pandemic. It is a new strain that can infect humans. That's the first criterion. The second criterion is there is a low immunity among the population. However, the third and the most important criterion is that it is easily transmitted from human to human, and that has not been fulfilled yet. If that would happen, we would have a pandemic at our threshold.
What can the world do to try to stop that from happening, from trying to stop the spread from human to human?
No, what we need to do, and what we are doing, is to try to eliminate the virus from the environment, which is a difficult task because it's so widely spread, and also to try to limit the exposure for humans of the virus.
The government has really stepped up its public awareness campaign. Over here you can see a billboard that says everyone should take part in the fight against bird flu and a human pandemic. Hopefully people here will pay more attention to the warnings about bird flu than they do about the helmet laws. This is one of the largest marketplaces in Hanoi, and it has been linked to avian flu. A man purchased a live chicken from this market, and he then got sick and died. This woman is crushing something. It looks like ginger, and it's used to season dog meat. Is dog meat very popular here?
Ở đây người ta ăn thịt chó có nhiều không ạ?
Well, this woman says that people here are scared of avian flu, so they're not eating chickens. They're better off eating dog meat.
Vâng, đúng đấy.
Yes, it's exactly. She confirms.
Người ta đang ở cái hộp rồi.
Selling meat obviously doesn't preclude people from being vain. These girls are shaping their eyebrows as they are waiting for customers. What are you selling here?
Dạ em bán thịt bò.
That's beef.
Beef.
She sells beef.
Beef. And does anyone here sell chickens around here?
Ở đây còn ai bán gà không ạ?
Ở đây không ai bán gà, dịch gà này, dịch cúm là không ai bán.
Nobody sells chicken anymore due to the flu, the avian flu. They don't want to sell chickens.
Bán thịt gà bây giờ bán là người ta phạt ngay.
Now if you sell chicken, they'll be fined right away.
Your eyebrows look very nice.
Cái lông mày cô đẹp lắm.
Are these giant toads for people to eat? Oh my gosh.
They are eels.
Well, if it walks, jumps, swims, hops, you can probably find it at this marketplace. The one thing that you won't be able to find, however, are chickens.
There is a huge challenge, not only to contain it, but also to eliminate it. If the virus would change, no one will be protected. This is a global problem. The United States and other high-income countries need to support countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, China to try to eliminate the risk of a pandemic caused by H5N1.